Hello, how are you all? Hello, students. Hope all of you are fine. So, dear children, today I'm here with a video on how do organisms reproduce from 10th class. Okay, so dear children, as we know that reproduction is very essential. Okay, and what reproduction is, before going into how do organisms reproduce, okay, let's discuss about what reproduction is. So reproduction, basically it is a process, okay, in which the living organism produce new individuals of their own kind and maintain their existence generation after generation. You can see human being produce human beings, animals produce animals, plants produce plants. Plants, basically they produce the seeds, and the seeds they give rise to the identical plants. Okay, so basically reproduction is very important. Okay, now next question that is coming to our mind is why reproduction is essential. Okay, what is the significance of the reproduction? So reproduction, basically it help in continuity of the life. Imagine if your forefather, okay, or your grandparents, they had not given birth to your father, then from where you had come into existence. Okay, imagine your mothers or the maternal grandmother was not there, then how was it possible to have your mother, and how you would have come to the earth? Okay, so this is possible only because of a process that is called the reproduction. So reproduction is essential for continuity of the life. Okay, if you have any problem in the monolingual, if you want the videos in bilingual, please let me know. Now reproduction basically lead to the continuity of the life. Now what are the basic events that take place during reproductions, and why all the individuals that are existing on the earth not identical, why all the individuals are different except sexually reproducing organisms, except twins. Okay, most of the organisms they are different. Okay, so to understand the concept why they are different, let's understand the basic events that take place during the reproduction. So during reproduction, there is generally the first event that take place is the gamete formation. Okay, in one of our video we had seen how the gamete formation take place in males and females. Okay, you can see the video where we have discussed about the cell division also. So in mitosis and meiosis, okay, you have seen the cell division. So in case of the gamete formation, the meiosis take place in the sexually reproducing organism, and mitosis also take place, and in the asexually reproducing organism only mitosis take place. So in case of meiosis, the gametes which are produced, they are half in number. That is, they have only half number of chromosome as that are present in the parents. For example, if the parent have the 46 chromosome, we know human being have the 46 chromosomes. So when during the gamete formation, what happens, the half number of chromosomes are passed to the gametes. Okay, so two type of gametes they are formed in the male. So you can see in case of male, the type of gametes that are produced are two. Okay, that is XX, okay, plus 22 plus X and 22 plus Y. Okay, here you can see 22 plus X and 22 plus Y. So two type of gametes are produced in case of the male. Okay, in case of female, you can see the gamete which are produced are same, that is the 22 plus X and 22 plus X. That means both the gametes which are produced by the female carry only X chromosomes, okay, and male gametes, they have either 50% have the X chromosome and 50% have the Y chromosome, okay. Now how the variations arise, or how the individuals they look different, okay. So variation, okay, I have taken one example. Let's take that we have a DNA, okay, DNA helical is there, and in that a message is there, okay, that is Sam has a red cap, okay. Now what happens during the gamete formation? First copy of this DNA take place, okay, that means the replication take place. As I had told you in the audio video, the cell division, I had shown you that the chromosomes, it get replicated and the copy is formed, okay. You can see now the replica is formed, okay. Chromosomes initially they are present in this form, and before the cell division the copy is formed like this, okay. That means the genetic material that is present in this chromosome get doubled, okay, but the number of chromosome is single only, because these strands they are attached with the single chromatid, okay. Similarly, if you take the example of sentence, here you had written Sam has a red cap, so the replication take place, so the copy will be produced like this, Sam has red cap, okay. But how variation arise, okay, how the changes are there? So that is because of some mutation or some change or some error in this copy, that is called the replication. So copy is formed, so that process of formation of the copy of the genetic material is called replication. So when the error take place during the replication, that leads to the variation. For example, now you can see if there is deletion, okay, if one of the base pair is deleted from here, let's take H is missed, okay, always remember that this code, okay, that is present in the DNA is always continuous, okay. So see, Sam, okay, has, out of has, it has H is removed, so the base pair will be formed with the 3, okay, 3 base pair will form one code, okay, and here one of the code is taken from the other word, that is R. Here ASR, again one of the code is taken from the next one, that is the EDC, okay, and cap, the C has already gone this side, and AP, and this H it get attached at the end, okay, here APH. Now this genetic material, okay, it is having information, okay, but it is the nonsense information, it is not making any sense, okay. So when such error arise in the genetic replication, the variation arise in the living organism. Sometimes the variation may not arise, it remain hidden, okay, it is not expressed, it may get expressed after several generations, okay. And when these variations they are large, okay, more and more variation accumulate in the living organism, that give rise to the new species, and the process of the changes that take place in the living organism generation after generation with the passage of time is known as the evolution, okay. So we don't have to study evolution, we are only studying the variations. So variation that arise in the living organism are because of the mutations, okay. Another factor that is responsible for variation is the recombination, okay. Here you can see the recombination, the father and mother, the features you can see, let's take the double chin in father and the smooth chin in mother, hair texture straight in mother and curl in father. So you can see one of the child, okay, is having, see, baby boy is having hair just like mother, okay, and chin like mother. Okay, and you can see the baby girl is having the hair color like father. Okay, that is brown hair. Okay, single chin is there. Fine. So here you can see the combination of the characters are there. Okay, the baby boy is also having the blue eyes in this case. Okay, so here you can see the features. Two parents exhibit different features, and these different features, they are combined in the progenies. So broadly we can say that the variation arise due to mutation, that is change in the genetic composition, due to a sudden change in the genetic composition of the living organism. Either it is due to the addition of the genetic material or some code, or by deletion of the genetic material. Either it is due to change in the chromosome number, okay, or due to the recombination by the sexual reproduction. Okay, the variation, chances of variation is more in sexual reproduction than the asexual reproduction. So when we classify the reproduction, we will discuss the reproduction under two categories or two types, that is, one is the sexual reproduction and another is the asexual reproduction. So for today we will discuss this much only. Thank you for watching video. If you like, you can subscribe and like the video.